Good morning, boys and girls. It's your coach. Before we get started today, I hope everybody had a great first week of school. I hope everybody's staying active, safe, helping around the house. Most importantly, waking up, having a good breakfast, and getting ready to sit and learn. Soon we'll be back to school in no time. So I really appreciate it's not easy. I know it's not to stay sitting down in front of a computer, but that's what we got to do right now. So try to make the best of it. So please pick up your clothes after you shower, help your parents with the dishes, help around the house, make your bed, surprise everyone. That's all good things to do, especially since we're home anyways. Might as well do it and help out. God will reward you, and feeling good about yourself is the best feeling you can have. Okay, before we start, let's do a quick little prayer. In the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Thank you, Lord, for keeping us safe, healthy, and all our loved ones out of harm's way. Let's help us get through this and get back to normality as soon as we can. Amen. Okay, boys and girls, we will be able to, after today, perform a wall squat. A wall squat is real easy, real simple. First, we're going to do some stretches. Same stretches we've been doing last week. Going to implement the same ones. We're going to keep doing these same stretches. We need to stretch. Stretching is very important. Flexibility is very important. The older you get, the more you're going to wish you stretched more when you were young. So let's first begin with flamingos. Here you're pretty much stretching out your quad. For balance, if you like, you could put a dining room chair. You can maybe hold on to a parent, a wall, a brother or sister, or you can just try to balance. Try to hold it for 10 seconds. You will feel the muscle relax. You need to hold all stretches for more than 4 seconds for the muscle to relax, because if not, your nerve will keep your muscle contracted and it releases after 4 seconds. So hold the other side also, same thing, 10 seconds. Stick your arm out to balance, however is easiest for you. Also, make sure you're wearing sneakers and are dressed in active wear and nothing is around you that you could hit or fall on. I really don't want anyone to do a stretch and get hurt, or do an exercise and trip over a Hot Wheel car. Those Hot Wheel cars, they hurt. Or step on a Lego. Oh my. Those Legos hurt like crazy. Speaking from experience. Okay, feet together now. You're going to come down. Same thing. We're going to be stretching now the hamstrings on the back. Try to go as low as you can and do not bounce. Just try to hold it down and do not bend your knees. You could count to 10 seconds out loud or in your head. Now we're going to go to the side. Same thing. Get wide enough so that you could feel it on your hamstring over here and your quad over here. So get wide enough so you feel it stretching and go hold it for 10 seconds. You will feel it back here and over here. Okay, good. Now we go to the opposite side. Same thing, get wide enough so that you feel it. Same thing, hold it again. Okay, great job. Okay, now we're going to do jump rope, working on our calves by not only doing toe raises, but by doing jumps, just like if you were jumping a rope. I know some of you know how, some of you don't, but it's a great exercise to do jump rope. Let's do 10 jump ropes now. Ready, go. Good job. Okay, now the last one we're going to do is jumping jacks. Last week I put a little clip of some kids doing jumping jacks to show some of you that have never done one before maybe the proper way and the proper form of doing it. Again, make sure there's nothing around. You do not want to be doing jumping jacks and somebody's walking by and you end up hurting them or hurting yourself. Very important. This is not a race. Remember, you could rewind the video. do it again if you missed one, or if you just want to work out twice a week, be a benefit for you. 10 jumping jacks. Ready? Let's go. Okay, good job. Also, it's very important that we breathe. Try to always breathe in through your nose. When you're running, doing any form of exercise, it's always best to breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Okay, last one we're going to do before we do our wall sits, our wall squats, and our different videos, and a run in place. Some of you could run really fast. Some of you can run really slow. The pace of the run does not matter. For that matter, some of you could do it for 20 seconds. If you like, some for 10. But minimum, let's at least try to do 10. Okay? Ready, go. Perfect. Hope you enjoyed. Hope everybody's stretched and is ready to go. We're going to be showing, before we do our videos, our workout video, we're going to be performing a wall squat. Everybody should know how to do this. It's pretty a basic exercise that does not require any equipment. All it requires is a wall. As always, for PE, active shirt, shorts, and make sure you're wearing tennis shoes. If you're not wearing sneakers and you're on the tile with socks on and you try to perform this, you could slip, fall, and get hurt. We don't want anybody to get hurt. Also very important that the wall does not have anything hanging on it, a picture, because when you go back on you're going to knock it down. We don't want to be knocking stuff down. Real easy, okay? For the wall squat, it's important that your legs are parallel apart. Also, you have to come down to 90 degrees. But before we begin, try to get a stopwatch. If you like, you could use your cell phone. We're going to perform it for 1 minute. We're going to hold the wall squat. If you feel you are more advanced, you could try to hold it until failure. Until failure means that you cannot no more and your legs start shaking. Some people could do that for 2 minutes. Some could do it for 3 minutes. Some could do it for only 30 seconds. It does not matter how long or how little you could do it. What matters is that you're getting better. And all we want you to do is get better and grow as a person. Simple as that. So let's pretend I have a phone here. I could put the timer, the stopwatch, put it on the floor, and press go. Then you're going to come down to a 90-degree angle, meaning pretending you're sitting on a chair or a box. We're not going to do this. That does not do anything. We're not going to go really low. That does not do nothing either. Going to come here, perfectly 90-degree angle, so you feel it working on your thighs. You should feel your thighs getting strong, or at least feeling firm. If you touch them or pinch them, they should feel strong because your muscle is contracted. Also, it's important to breathe. Make sure you breathe into your nose and out your mouth. Simple as that. Let's try to see if you can hold it for 60 seconds. Try your best. Afterwards, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, we're working on our legs today. So, lunges. Okay, my middle schoolers, you're going to be performing some leg exercises. Found a really good video of different leg exercises that you could perform. Legs are the base for everything. You need strong, solid legs to perform well in every different sports activity, and also in everyday life to go upstairs and to be able to walk Disney. It's a lot of walking involved in Disney. Got to have good legs. Well, we're going to be doing, my middle schoolers, you're going to be doing lunges and different kind of lunges. Let me see if I could show you the proper way of a lunge. We want to make sure when we go out for a lunge, we have a 90-degree angle here, and we do not overextend our knee, passing our toes. That is bad for our joints. We don't want to extend our knee that far. We want to, when we do a lunge, keep the 90-degree angle. And the back also 90-degree. So we want to have a 90-degree angle.
Hey, thanks for joining me for a 5-minute medium lower body routine. As I'm talking, they're walking. We're getting our body started. We're going to work it this way. 5 exercises, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and we'll bang it out. Let's get started with our first one, body weight squat. Feet hip width apart. We're gonna take the arms out in front, shoulder height. We're gonna keep them there, and we're just gonna start to drop into our squats, you guys. Breathing as we go. Inhale down, exhale up. And I want you to find a rhythm that feels good for you. This is one of those medium workouts. So if you've been doing it for a while, you might start to pick up the pace a little bit. If you've been going 2-2, meaning 2 seconds down and 2 seconds up, then I want you to start to pick up the pace a little bit, right? If you're feeling good, just keep going, right? We got Jeff back here doing an amazing job keeping the arms parallel to the earth. Because a lot of times when people do this, as they squat, the hands start to drop. I want them staying parallel to the earth, and he is doing it, you're doing it too, you guys. So let's keep that up right now. Dropping it down. Hand position, I like to clasp them here, but you could have them straight out in front. It's up to you. We got a couple more. Come on, last 2. Last 1. Yes, we go to an active rest. We're just marching our feet, prepping for that next exercise called the pivot squat. Let's bring our feet together, you guys. Starting here, we're gonna go to our right first. We're gonna sweep the leg up and out. Wherever the toes are, our knees are. And then we just pull right back into the center. Yep, we do the other side, sweeping out, coming right back in. Imagine you're lifting that leg up over a garden gnome, right? Who remembers a garden gnome? That's something from the Midwest. But I like to reference it, right? Something small. You're stepping it over the side, right? Pull it right back into the center. Just alternate those steps, you guys. Drop down into it, yes? Same thing. Now, I want you to see what Warren's doing is a great job. He's got his front foot staying straight ahead when he does that pivot squat. So when I get myself set, I keep that front foot there as I drop in. It's not gonna trail me, right? It's not gonna go like this and turn in. It's gonna stay straight on. So that's our intention here. We go out. We got a couple more. Last one. Here it is. Come on. Yep, into the center, and we march. Active rest. I love it. We're going into alternate lunges next. It's a movement that exaggerates locomotion. Here we go. Hands on hips. We're going with our right foot first. We go to a deep lunge forward. We push back up. We do the opposite side. Dropping down. As we do this, we're trying to keep our chest nice and tall, shoulders back, right? Now, in this case, I've got Jeff demonstrating an alternative movement. If you have knee problems, you're typically not going to be going forward into this lunge right now and pressing back up. You're actually going to go backwards. It's going to protect that knee a little bit better. So we got Jeff doing that, and he's doing an awesome job. How's that feel? I love that. Yeah, so we just continue that action. You could have your hands here. Cripe, you could have your hands here. You could have them up here if you want. You pick your poison, but just make sure those legs are working, right? Stepping back. That knee's not going beyond the toe. If I'm going forward, same thing. Knee doesn't go beyond that toe. Keep breathing. We're almost done. Keep going. And last one. Good. Let's march in place, gang. I love it. We're going to side lunges next. We got to move into another plane of activity. So we start with our feet set, right? We're going to go to our right side first, and here we go. We drop out wide, arms extend. We come back up to the center. To the other side we go. It's a nice little flow. It feels so good. Dropping down. And when we're doing this, notice, they're gonna keep rocking, but I've got my knee right over my toe, right? I've got one leg nice and long, and the other one's deep. My butt is back. This is an incredible exercise if you wanna build a better booty. There's no doubt about it. You may even see me just slap my butt. Sometimes that feels good to do, right? I'm just kidding, right? But drop it on down, coming on back to the center, sinking down. Keep the rhythm going. Jeff's demonstrating an alternative. If you haven't yet had the movement in terms of the dynamic step, get your feet wide and just drop from side to side. How good is that? Nice job, Jeff. You guys got a couple more. Good job, Warren. Good job at home. You're doing awesome. Last one. Let's march, you guys. I want that rest. I want that rest. We're doing an alternate anterior reach. We're gonna stand behind a cone. It could be a soup can for that matter if you don't have a cone. Anything that could stand up a little bit. We're gonna stand up tall, right? And we're gonna reach our right arm and right leg in opposite directions as we reach to the cone. Down we go. Come on back up in a flow. Other side. Reaching, touching, and come on up, right? We just go back and forth, stretching out. Yes, we get this flexion and then we get extension. We're looking for both of those actions. And I just fell over. If that happens to you in life, play with it, right? Don't beat yourself up and go, oh my gosh, I just failed that exercise. No, 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 no. It's a part of the experience. And I go right back to it. Drop and rise. Drop and rise. I want to make sure I get this extension, this flexion rather, and then full extension as I stand tall. In this case, Jeff is touching down in the back for extra balance. Warren is keeping his foot off the ground, right? Got a couple more, you guys. Stay with me, stay strong at home. Last two, and last one. We are done. We just completed a 5-minute middle intensity lower body work.
Okay, hope you enjoyed the videos. Had a good workout. Hopefully, you got a nice sweat going. Now let's have some fun. For this game, it's real simple. All we're going to need is a paper plate. Ask your parents for it. And a spatula, like to flip pancakes or pick up burgers. So the one that I had available, but it'll be better if it was a square one. The square ones that you use to flip pancakes or burgers. We're going to pretend we're flipping pancakes. So you need a plate and a spatula. Next, you need one sock. Roll up the sock into a little ball. And then we're going to need some tape. Duct tape would work better, but this is what I have at my disposal at the moment. I'm going to tape the spatula to the back of the plate. It's very windy out here. Hopefully it's not so windy where you're at, so it's a little easier if it's less windy. Okay, once we tape this up to the back of the plate, you have something like this. Like a little racket. So, what we're going to be doing is, the first one, you could all try all different kinds of levels depending on how well coordinated your hands and eyes are, hand-eye coordination. We're going to start with some simple stuff. Just tap it, hit it, catch it with your hands. Look at that, real simple. 1, 2. You're going to try to see how many you could do in a row without it landing on the ground. So let's try to go for 10 on each side. You do 10. Once you do 10, switch. Try it with your left hand. See, even I couldn't do that one. That was harder, you see? Whoop. Whoop. Then you alternate hands. Then once you got the hang of it, from alternating hands, you could also do 10 alone with the same hand. Be careful, of course, safety first. You don't want to be doing it somewhere that you're going to, hit the roof. There's a fan up there, you hit the fan, dust everywhere, everyone's going to get upset. Make sure there is space and do not smack it really hard and break anything. That's why we're using a pair of socks. I did not say a tennis ball or any kind of ball. I said a pair of socks. You see? It does not hurt. Then, once you got better at it, you do 10 on each hand. You go and try to do 10 with your left. Then, let me see if I can move back. Then you can try to be a little more tricks and hit it. And when you hit it, try to go between the legs and hit it back up. You see? So you hit it, go, lift up your legs, pass it under your legs, try to juggle with it, have fun with it, stay active. Remember what I told you. Pick up your clothes, make your beds, take out the trash, surprise your parents, sweep the floor, stay active, stay busy, and get off of those iPads. Unless you're doing schoolwork. See you next week.